Salut les gars, comment ça va?
Bonjour.
Bonjour. On va commencer, je vais poser des questions en anglais, on va passer en anglais, mais je vais faire l'introduction en français. Je vous présente les frères Guit, Harpo et Lenny, réalisateurs de leur premier long métrage Fils de plouc, Mother Shmuckers. C'était extrêmement marrant, votre film. Je kiffe ce film. Le film a une essence, c'est une œuvre d'art naturelle, pas du tout forcée comme quelques autres comédies contemporaines. I first just want to ask what your process of inspiration was like in writing the screenplay, because clearly some of the actors are people you knew before making the film, and I just want to know what kind of you had in place before going in and how you got the ball rolling.
The process is, the first thing is just the two of us speaking and trying to make the other laugh. And this is how we start to work. And then we start to write a story and draw character in the story.
So we had the entire story, the entire script before speaking to actors, and then when we had the completed script, we start to work with actor, improv, and we add
add it to the script. We change a little the script, and then we go on shooting.
Because the film was somewhat improvised, what did you promise to the film funds that gave you your bourse? How did you kind of promise that you had a concrete vision in mind?
To get the money, we had to give like a file, a dossier, and in there was only a synopsis of 5 pages. And the intention rights and how we were going to do it, and they gave us the money just with that. So we didn't add so much obligation. We could do what we want. And with the producer David Borjo, it was a really good dialogue. So he really trusted us with how the works will be done.
And was this because you were hoping to do a more improvisational project, or what is this? Did you apply to this particular fund because it required less information up front?
No, we applied to lots of applications, but this was a new application from Belgium to help new directors for their first film. So it was like a little, not much money, but a little money, and we had to do the movie in 2 years. So it was a fast schedule. And we applied to this because we applied to lots, and this was the one who accepted us.
Yeah, but a lot of the film is very scripted.
So you had to shoot in about 3 weeks, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was it like shooting on such a small budget, but also probably a bigger budget than anything you'd worked on before? Was there a learning curve for this type of production?
But for us, it was the first time we had money, so it was great for us to give money to our friends and collaborators. So it was the first and incredible opportunity. And so the money, it was just for things we couldn't do before, and we didn't feel like we had we didn't have regrets of not having enough money. It was just bonuses.
And the way to work, it was the same as the short film. We went for every scene like I don't know. It was the same way of work.
What would you say are the most important things you learned from making your short films that prepared you for this one?
Go ahead, Lenny.
A cool atmosphere in the crew and the cast.
I see. So creating your on-set family and helping
Yeah.
everyone
Yes.
feel comfortable.
We love to work with friends and keep all the time fun and fun and cool attitude.
What was the most fun part of making the film?
Um,
Every part of the film was fun, but the shooting with when there is lots of people fun, it's even funner.
funnier.
No, pas funnier.
So the editing in the film was
Yeah.
one of the film's best sources of humor, and I'm wondering if you could talk a little bit about that process, because it's very I felt like there was a very self-referential tone in the editing.
Yeah, we worked with two editors, Guillaume Lyon and Naftule Tarashuk, who loves editing and love movies, and we shared a lot of references. So it was a pleasure for us to edit with them, and we love to find some new gags in editing. So it's a very important part of the making of the film for us, and uh, because we don't want to rest on the shooting, and we want to find every part of the film. We want to find some new ideas, and the editing is the perfect place and moment for that.
So it's kind of like painting or drawing, where as you add more detail, it kind of fleshes out the whole thing, and you realize you need to add detail across the whole.
Yeah. We want at the till the last minute we want to add some little things, and if there's a new thing that can make people laugh, we go for it.
And so what in the Q&A you talked about some of your comedic inspirations, like Tim and Eric and The Office, Arrested Development. But what were some of the specific ones you really relied on for this film that you talked to your actors or editors about?
We talked about the English comedy by Steve Oram from 2018, 17, and also lots of Italian comedy, like movies from Dino Rizzi, Mario Monicelli,
We showed
Danny
them.
Loy.
We showed them also Napoleon Dynamite, and comedy like Bob Odenkirk's movies like Brother Solomon, and many French movies like Eric et Ramsey's movie La Tour Montparnasse Infernale, and a lot of movies. We made a list of films that we sent to every cast and crew members.
Cool. That seems like a really smart way to achieve the specific tone you're looking for.
Yeah.
But also what I think makes the film so good is it has such a unique and organic tone that feels specific to you. And I also got the sense you guys were trying to make each other laugh first and foremost. So could you tell me a little bit more about your dynamic working in tandem, how that's evolved over the years, maybe?
It's a secret. No, I don't know. We worked for forever, so there's no method. We just try to spend time together and do a lot of stuff, and do everything together. We rely a lot on the other, and we it's a chance to work at two, because when the one is tired, the other one can do it, and it's
And it's a competition. When someone has an idea, the other one wants a better idea.
So you're always pushing each other to do better.
Yeah, we try.
And it seems like there's a very strong level of trust between you two. What?
Yeah, there is.
I don't know. Maybe.
Now that you've gotten a film into Sundance, maybe that's starting to fall apart. Maybe there's a sibling rivalry.
Maybe after this interview, maybe.
Right. What about a piece of advice you would give to yourself if you could go back in time? Would you change anything? Would you tell yourself? anything new?
Eat more and stress less.
I would have told myself, don't worry, you will get to Sundance. No problem, man.
What are you able to tell me anything about your next project, or is it still too?
We are at the beginning, and we're trying to write some stuff and just writing some ideas. And we hope to do a second feature very soon in the same kind of energy with not a lot of money and with our friends.
I noticed there's really specific humor in the film, kind of like at the very end when we see Shukri's film finally, and you use the line from his earlier recording where he films Kashmir saying, "Don't touch my tit, you pervert," or something. Was that something you planned, or is that something that came up in the edit room? You were like, "Oh, this makes sense."
No, it was planned.
We knew that we wanted to do a film. The film was a little bit made in the editing, but we knew that we wanted to use some footage that we shot with Shukri during the shooting.
His film in particular felt very authentic to the kind of terrible short films that like students make. And I'm wondering if there's any kind of autobiographical element there from earlier in your careers, or what your inspiration was for having an aspiring.
At first, we wanted to do all the film in this kind of, but the producer refused. So,
but when we shooted the Shukri's film, we watched some older movies of us, and we were like, "This is a good idea."
Right. Yeah, I definitely sense some making fun of yourself with that element. So is there a possibility a future film might be entirely in the style of a really shitty student film?
Yes, good idea.
We love that in the film of Trey Parker and Matt Stone, Team America, the beginning is a false puppet, bad puppet show. And then it's big, but at the beginning it's frightening because the audience could think that it's only a small puppet show, and we like this idea of trick the audiences.
Another great part of the humor in your movie is that so many of the characters take themselves very seriously. But it doesn't seem like you guys take yourselves too seriously. So I'm wondering if you get any inspiration from dramatic movies or non-comedic movies, if there's any inspiration drawn from there.
Yes, we love to direct the actors and tell them to play at first degree like it's reality, and we think that the comedy can grow from reality, and we love
and of course we love lots of dramas. We are big cinema fan, and we have lots of references that part of the drama.
And inside this film it's very crude and real, and but we can find comedy and little moments, and we love that.
And like in Altman film also, it's really dark, but we find comedy in subtle things.
And what have you guys seen a lot of other films at Sundance yet this year? Have you seen anything in the program you've really liked?
We've seen Crypto Zoo from Dasho. It was amazing. Great movie.
And also the French series Would You Rather that we really like.
When you're coming up with your ideas together, do you play specific roles, or are you kind of trading off different roles based on who is feeling the most inspired?
No, we do everything together.
We're thinking of the people we know surely inspired us, but we try to invent some things, but I think the most of it is come from reality and our experiences.
Is it ever hard working with people whom you know when you know they start to joke around, or they're too you guys are like having too much fun, or it's distracting?
No.
Always keep it professional.
Yeah. With him, we have to do serious shit with this dog.
You guys worked with a handheld camera for most of the movie because of the budget, but it was also a very specific storytelling style, similar to kind of improvisational comedy. So I'm wondering if that is a style you see yourself continuing in the future, in spite of if you get larger budgets.
Yes, we love Handheld Camera, and we want to continue on this
Aesthetic, but yes, we love it.
I don't know. En fait, not our cinematographer Sylvester van Orenberg is a long-time friend, and we work with him a lot of times on project, and he loves this aesthetic too. So we can share, and it's very fun to work with this style, because like in the office, we love this kind of falsely improvised camera moves, but intensify the comedic effects.
For this project, it was really the good thing we thought to do this.
Thank you guys so much for the interview and for the movie. I'm very excited to see what you guys do next.
Thank you. It's very kind.
Cool. Je vous souhaite une bonne continuation.
Yes, you too. Have a good Sundance.
Hey, this is Eric from IONCINEMA.com. If you want to support us, subscribe below. For more reviews, interviews, film festival coverage from Sundance, Cannes, Toronto, you want to check out these guys on this side.